Yeah, I'm Peter Stein. I'm one of the founders of Greenteg. We are developing thermoelectric generators for turning waste heat into electrical power. Those modules are more or less looking like a normal plastic sheet. And yeah, if one side is hot, the other is cold, it's generating power. So when you give a module like this to an engineer, he will be very creative in applying it. He will think about using it for turning waste heat from a car engine into electrical power and make it more efficient. He will think about using solar collectors and their waste heat to generate extra power. When you give this module and this information to a Spanish yellow press newspaper, then something like this comes out. It's an attractive market as well, and we were actually very happy about these pictures because we could use it to recruit the best engineers from all around the world. But we want to have some women in our team as well, so just for today, I added some extra picture for you. Let's become serious. The technology of Greenteg is in development since 2002 at ETH Zurich. Because the results were so promising, we founded the company in 2009. We had our first seed round in beginning of 2010. Our team is now consisting of 11 people, and we are in process and product development right now. We have market traction, I will show you later, and we plan to do first revenues in 2012. So yeah, actually this is a very ugly slide, but I still decided to take it into my presentation because there's a very important message in here. This is the energy flow diagram of the United States. If you take a look on the left side, we see a couple of percent hydro, 2%, 2.8% biomass, but still the big chunk, it's coal, natural gas, and petroleum. So that's why you should invest in companies like Sunfire, Green Titane, and all the other great startups which have been here today. But I want to go to the left side and take a look on this part up there. There's, you can't see it probably, that's why I've made it bigger. There's lost energy in form of heat, and it's 55% of the total energy. So this is $1 trillion market of lost energy, which is untapped right now. So how do we want to use this heat? As I've showed you our module before, basically you just have to do one side of the foil hot, the other cold, and you will get power. It's based on a solid state effect, so there are no moving parts in there. There are no toxic liquids. The production process for these foils is scalable, so we have low capex demands for our production lines. And compared with our competitors, we have some unique selling propositions, which I will come next. So right now there are two technologies on the market. There's the vacuum technology, manufacturing rather small devices, and there's the conventional Peltier modules. Both of those technology classes are limited in terms of scale. They are not mechanically flexible, so it's rather hard to apply them into other products. And we are based on our scalable production process. We will outperform those technologies in terms of production costs. We are focusing on two market segments. The one is body heat. It was not only the idea of the Spanish newspaper, but we had it before. There we have a joint development project with a Swiss watch manufacturer to supply basically a quartz watch just by body heat. It's a niche market, but it's a very interesting market for us to start. And yeah, still 350 million Swiss francs, it's interesting for a start. We have a demonstrator project in another market segment, and that's about using waste heat from renewable energy sources like biogas, CHPs, or solar collectors. Based on the discussion with our potential customers and with our R&D partners, we have set up this business case. You see there's always a revenue stream from R&D projects because it's a challenge to integrate those modules into our customers' products. on base of the first development project we have with the Swiss watch manufacturer, we are going to do first product revenues next year. Therefore, we are going to do a small investment this year. And if you take a look on our free cash flow, it's going to be maximum negative 2013 with 3.5 million Swiss francs, summing up to around 6.5 million Swiss francs, which we totally need for building up this business. We have already closed one seed round. That was beginning of 2010 with 1.4 million Swiss francs. We've been able to scale the technology with this money. We have been able to improve our efficiency. We've built up a strong team. We've built up a strong advisory board, and yeah, most important, we have first customer projects. So now we are looking for additional funding of 5 million Swiss francs, plan the closing end of this year, for going to market, building up a small series production, and achieving revenues of 1 million Swiss francs in 2013. Last but not least, I would like to introduce our team. There's Wolf, who has been leading R&D projects at IBM, Etienne and Lucas, who invented the technology, and we have also some entrepreneurship in our board. Mr. Werner Berner is our lead investor. He's done one of the biggest deals in Switzerland within the last years, selling his company to the US. So to summarize, I've shown you a groundbreaking technology with a huge market. I've shown you that we have first market traction and that we are able to execute our business plan. So yeah, I'm ready for your questions. Thanks.